Judge James Daniels sentenced 27-year-old Bianella Susana to 10 years probation for her guilty plea to aggravated manslaughter.
It was a very serious crime that she was charged with, and involving the death of a child. But the evidence obviously was very, very persuasive. In fact, I ended up giving a suspended sentence. It was a 10-year suspended sentence, and she was placed on probation with the program that was put forward by the Policy Center through their attorneys. And I was able to really see that there was more to it than just the tragic death of the child.
The gift of the Policy Center, and I think what our secret sauce is, that we've spent so much time understanding the mental health needs of our girls. We've spent so much time understanding why their mental health has resulted in them ending up in the justice system, that we can go into a courtroom and argue why they need to be responded to in the community versus locked up.
The Policy Center is really the main force that has driven the training for law enforcement in dealing with girls' issues. So therefore, we are leaps and bounds ahead of where we were 10 years ago.
My client was a survivor of trafficking. At the time, I didn't know that. I was working with her and she was working with the Policy Center, and she was in a really bad situation in her life. We were in a sentencing hearing where my client was facing life in prison, and luckily she walked out of court that day. That case, gosh, I'm gonna get emotional, I'm sorry. That case really shaped the course of my whole career because I still represent that girl.
So we've reduced the number of girls being incarcerated by 73% in Duval County. We have been able to build programs in elementary schools that inform us of what our girls needs so that we can continue to change policies and practices.
One of the things the Policy Center researchers discovered is this, that loss, emotional loss, sits at the center of these girls' experience. Imagine being 8 years old or younger, or 10 or 12, and the emotional experience that defines your life is the sense of loss.
I was facing a lot of challenges, just overall at home and at school, and that built up, and I let it go in a way I was not supposed to, and it got me into trouble.
It had a lot to do with her at-home life, too, that got led up to that happening. I was in a very abusive relationship. I had gotten bad on drugs. She had to go live with her dad. It was just very, very tough, her at-home life. I don't know where we would be without the Policy Center. They were godsend, they really were, because I don't know where she would have ended up if this program didn't come into light.
I've learned that who I was back then, it does not define who I am now. That I'm stronger than what I was, and I know that the future holds a lot for me.
I think their ability to blend effective mental health practices as well as an effective paradigm of trauma-informed care has been particularly powerful in the way that they're individually serving and supporting girls.
My comment, sorry, because I'm so passionate about this work, is that you're recognizing the girls that we have the privilege to serve. When you recognize the Policy Center, you're recognizing that girls deserve to be seen. You're recognizing that the girls we serve matter. And so for me, that means the world, because that's what we believe, is that we need to see the girl.